Jordan.
Hi.
Hey, man. I don't want to put you on the spot, and I know you probably answer questions like this all the time, but what was Halloween like in the UK, man?
Okay. You're more than welcome to ask. I mean, my publicist did ask you specifically not to bring that up, but...
well, yeah, I know, but I figured, what the heck?
Yeah, whatever. I mean, he's fired. But yeah, Halloween in the UK. My least favorite thing about Halloween in the UK is that it's casual. I'm firmly of the belief that Halloween is a dedicated holiday. Like, you have to throw everything you have into it. Costume, party, energy. It's got to rock. You can't do a half Halloween in my mind. And all of the UK does half Halloween. It's really depressing.
Half Halloween.
Half-Halloween.
Oh, man, that's sad.
It sucks.
Are there Halloween parties? Like, is that a thing for younger people?
Yeah,
or
there are Halloween parties, but they never feel terribly, sincere.
Is it just a regular party where maybe one or two people are dressed up?
Oh, yeah, have a cool party, except now I'm wearing ears, maybe. I don't know. Funnily enough, I am, no joke, I'm actually heading back to the UK next week for pop back, see people purposes. And I was choosing whether or not to go in November or October. Solely up to me. I just had to choose a date, and I went for November specifically so I could be here for Halloween.
Very nice. Do you have a costume?
I do. I have one or two in mind. I have my Nightman from Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Great
That's
costume.
ready to go. I'm teaming with my buddy Zach. He's going to be Dayman, and we are going to be boiling hot because those costumes are pretty dense. And right now I'm toying with something for the office. I might dress as my one of my fellow employees. I also might dress as retired Barack Obama, because if everybody's seen a photo of me, I do kind of resemble Barack Obama.
You could pull off a good retired Barack. I wouldn't say presidential Barack Obama, just retired Barack Obama.
Yeah, I mean, I'm nowhere near educated enough. But actually,
but you're relaxed enough for retirement.
Well, this is a perfect segue, because obviously I came onto the show for a reason, and I really appreciate you giving me the correct forum. I am going to be running for president.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Not this year, right?
Well, maybe I should rephrase. I'm going to be president.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. The running, in my mind, is very inconsequential. It's a waste of time. It gets in the way. Too much press. Too much stuff.
Yes.
I feel like it's finally time the country had a candidate that just says what's on his mind, you know?
Oh, yeah, me too, man. And who better than Jordan Cope?
Jordan Cope, somebody not from the country.
Why not? Let's give him a shot.
I remember being the age where I found out you couldn't be the American president unless you were American.
Yeah, it's a big old rule here.
Yeah, it's a thing, and they love it. You guys love laws.
Well, we don't want any kings coming in and looking all kingly, and all of us getting charmed by him and us electing him the king of America. We'll do that.
Yeah, we'll do it with enough charm.
We might just do it this year.
Boom, boom, boom.
Now that's Halloween spook.
Yeah, that was scary. I'm genuinely spooked. Jordan,
welcome to Tales from the Tavern.
Fantasy.
Oh,
boy. I'm excited to talk about some gosh dang fantasies.
Could you give me old warlock voice?
You sure can, because he's going to... be pretty prominent in this upcoming story.
Oh,
yeah,
that's right. Because we have tales. I was just asking for one on the spot. Maybe a little rude of me to put a guest on the spot like that. Yeah. But guess what? We're gonna get one anyway when we explore tales of golems, lava monsters, and farms.
In that order.
Yes, out of order will get you disqualified.
That's not real magic.
That's murder, actually. Disqualification is you have. It's a complicated thing, but don't break the rules.
Wow, I feel pretty unequipped for this podcast.
Yeah, well, the prompts were suggested by Robert Moon, giving us golems, Luke Noodles, giving us lava monsters,
classic Luke,
and Ryan Blewett, giving us farms.
That's a particularly interesting choice. I'm very curious to see where you go with farms.
I like farms. I like farms because that's where you get a quest. You stop by a farm, you're like, maybe I could sleep here, maybe I could eat here, or maybe, just maybe, an ogre stole this guy's dog.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, don't even get me started on dogs.
Oh, I would fight to the death for one.
I am in a very dangerous dog place right now, Dominic.
Where are you?
Emotionally speaking.
Oh, yes.
I am also inside a kennel, but that's unrelated. The acoustics are great. If they're listening, they know who they are. A friend of mine recently suggested that I adopt a senior dog because I was thinking about getting a dog, and I really shouldn't because I'm never home. And they suggested getting a senior dog, and I cannot get it out of my mind.
Wait, so you haven't gotten one? Or?
Not yet. It's close, Dominic.
Are you going to do it? Do you think you're going to do it?
I don't think so. I think I'm going to save dog time for post-retirement.
Do they allow dogs at your office?
You know what? I think that's confidential, and I think you know why. The dog-related incident that you were a pretty integral part of.
Oh, well, I mean, I figured that was in the past. I mean, it's been a year now.
It's been a year, and we've started rebuilding, and the community's definitely stronger than it was before, but it's not back to its splendor.
I don't apologize for my actions.
And I respect that.
When I let the dogs out, I freed them. I let them right out. I let them right out of the pen.
Yeah, that's a very literal song, right?
I let them all over every office in the Bay Area. They did what they wanted because they're animals.
And you know what? Productivity went up.
Fun went up. Sadness went down.
Oh, you know what else gets sadness down?
What is that?
Some gosh dang fantasy.
That is right, Jordan. Before we hear your tale, what's on your mind? We're gonna do this right before we tell stories. What's on your mind, Jordan? What do you want to talk about, man?
What's on my mind? I have a request. For all of your listeners, if they could go ahead and tweet at me, I'm at JORDANADIKA, Jordan Adika, very unintuitive name. You can go ahead and tweet me with any ideas you have for how I could prank my friends who I haven't spoken to since I moved to the States.
Oh,
that's the UK next week. The one I have right now is that I've spoken to one or two of them over Skype. And I'm going to tell them to tell the rest that I've taken on kind of an American twang. And then when I turn up, I'll be like, well, hey, guys. And it'll be just ever so slight. Very subtle. And then I won't acknowledge it for like 10, 15 minutes, and then I'll just start laughing.
I think that's real good, man. Hey, man, could I give you a little tip here? Maybe I'll just give you a little gift here. Maybe I need to get you a Big Dog T-shirt.
Oh, sold.
You know what I'm talking about? You familiar with the Big Dog brand?
I'm vaguely familiar, yeah. And I'm familiar. I like the two components that make Big Dog.
You know what? We're right here in the middle of the podcast, we're going to go ahead and bring up a Big Dog T-shirt.
You're kidding.
And I'm going to send it to you on Skype, and you're going to take a look.
And you're going to purchase it? Wait. Is that Venmo? You're sending me $7,000? Oh, Dominic, you don't have to do that.
No. This is just the Big Dog attitude. This is the type of shirt.
$8,000?
And no. It's, you know what? I think this shirt kind of sums up what you're trying to ask me for here, okay? It says, Big Dog Dad, do I look like an ATM? And it's a dog inside an ATM.
And you know what? He does not look like an ATM.
No, he looks like an ATM. He's in an ATM.
The ATM looks like an ATM. He looks like a compromised dog.
He is very upset. But
it's also... Judging by the shape of the bills, it looks like they're putting the money in.
It does look like because they're old and crinkled. Yeah, what is Big Dog Dad's got it hard.
Oh, well, welcome to Big Dog Dad Cast.
And if you want to stick around, you might just hear a story about a big dog, a big red dog
on a farm
named Clifford. No, he's not in this episode, but you will hear our tales of golems, lava monsters, and farms. Right now, let's go there, Jordan. Yeah, boy.
That was me doing the American accent.
Well done, well done. And as always, our prompts were suggested by our Patreon supporters. If you want to vote or suggest your own prompts, you can do so by visiting patreon.com/TFTTpod. $1 gets you in to the voting pit. That's what I'm going to call it from now on. The voting pit. Who's going to survive?
You see a 700% increase.
Cosmos, is that going to make it? Maybe it dies today. Who knows? Writing prompts. All right, buddy. Why don't you lay it on us?
Oh, lay what on?
The story, the one that came from your heart.
Oh, yes. So I lost that one in the musical break. I lost that song, but I found another one, and my goodness, is it great? Is it, Dom? I guess we'll find out.
I'm going to guess yes.
I'm going to guess it could be. I mean, it's like a 30 to 40% chance. All right. This is the sequel to my previous story, titled simply Episode 2, More Revelations.
That's right. Episode 1 was Revelations.
Episode 1 was Revelations, which, while funny at the time, kind of wrote me into a corner. AKA, The Gang Goes to Orkspire.
Oh.
AKA, The One Where the Gang Goes to Orkspire. AKA, Orkspire After Hours. AKA, Late Night with Seth Orkspire.
Dude, how have I not done an After Hours story yet? You beat me to it.
I love the idea of your version of an After Hours story being very tame and approachable. And just like, friendly for all the kids.
Yes, it will be. It'll be just about fireflies or something.
Yeah, call it Nick at Night.
Okay, all right.
You can get away with that, right? They might check.
Next episode with you, Nick at Night.
Nick at Night. Okay, we have to hold to that because we will forget.
We will. I'm just going to write it down.
Message to every single fan. Please message Dom, reminding him over and over again.
If I don't hold this up, throw me in the voting pit.
Throw me in the voting pit. It's what I deserve.
It's what I deserve. I deserve to maybe die or get selected.
You don't deserve to die as honorably as those of the pit. So here we are. Episode 2. You're probably thinking, Jordan, another episode? Have I been that good? Is it Christmas already? No, it's Halloween.
Oh.
The Christmas of pumpkins. It is kind of the Christmas. It's more like the Thanksgiving, I guess.
Well, I mean, you decorate a pumpkin, so it is Christmas for pumpkins.
That's like it getting dressed up.
Yeah.
Now, you may recall some crazy shit happened in the last episode. Your fans are probably thinking, oh my god, you mean the best one? Yeah, I am. Orkspire. The fantasy realm. The kingdom of men. The princedom of Ben. The elder's cradle. The mind's escape. Not your dad's Lord of the Rings. The plane that the rain from Spain lands on. Baby's Day Inn. Land of the fuck-wittable. Cats think they're Smart Town. Sword Town. Axe Town. Axeville. Orkspire. This is where young android orphan Timothy Krang, teenage runaway by day and amateur freestyler by night, had found himself. During their previous daring and beautifully written/narrated journey, Tim teamed up with his newfound friends, KK, a granite-coloured, granite-textured, granite-scented alien humanoid that's all business/all muscle, and Commander Cody Phoenix, swashbuckling starboard legend and universal proponent of all things badass, including, but not limited to, eye patches, as they fought back against the SS Buzzkill and their armada of Insecuritrons. Right, Dom, remember?
Yes, of course I remember.
You're crying.
I didn't want it to be heard, but yeah, I am.
It's very heavy. They must be pretty large.
Baby's Day Inn. It got me. It just got me.
Baby's Day Inn. That'll be my next story. However, in order to escape the onslaught, the gang was forced to ride their starboards directly into the Transcendalon Spectacular, the largest, densest, stankiest wormhole in all the known universe, which dropped them smack bang in an alternate realm, in an alternate time. The realm, Orkspire, the year XXX69 PG-13. That's canon, right? That is like the year it is.
Yeah, no, it's XXX 69 PG-13. The PG-13, because the XXX comes before it cancels it out, but it's there. It's still that time.
Oh, I see. I think the PG-13 is only in the comics, and the movies of Tales from the Tavern have the PG-13.
Yes.
Yeah, they cut that out.
Mm-hmm.
So, where are they now? Thanks for asking. They're in the back of a tricksy little goblin's wagon where Tim and his friends have been captured as demons, I just did air quotes and you can't see them, and are currently en route to be sold in the city centre. And here is where our clumsy exposition ends, our story begins, and our introduction gets suddenly Chapter 1. #Wagon Life.
So, where is it?
Asked old Thimble, the goblin trader come unwelcome chauffeur.
Hand it over.
Thimble extended a greasy hand from his seat at the head of the carriage into its interior and wiggled his little green fingers expectantly. Tim looked up, befuddled by the strange creature's request. Hand what over? My motherboard, my graphics card, my RAM? You can't have my headphone jack. That already got removed when upgraded to the latest model.
Ah!
Satire. I'm not scared to take them down.
Yeah, take that, Apple.
Take that.
No, you depreciable demonic despot. Hand me your papers, your demon identification card,
replied the terribly sassy old Thimble. Tim paused, puzzled, perplexed, and confused. I don't have one. The cart stopped. Over the course of about 45 seconds, the goblin's neck craned vertically backwards and stared at Tim. Old Thimble initially appeared happy, but then Tim realized that his face was upside down, and frowning is the sad one. You don't have one. Tim's carbon fibre head turned 180 degrees on its axis to meet Thimble's gaze. He replied, Nope, it sounds like something a demon would have, but as I've explained at length, we're not actually demons. We just came through a portal and you...
Silence!
Thimble grunted. An angry one, like harumph.
Oh, yeah, that's a mad one.
Harumph,
said Thimble.
And your demonic travelling companions?
He asked, scanning his eyes to the far corner of the rickety carriage. His head is still upside down. I want to emphasize that. That is the case until I claim otherwise.
How about them?
Tim gazed at Captain Corporal Commander Cody Phoenix and his capable compadre come creatively communicative co-pilot KK, both lying comatose in the corner of the wagon surrounded by barrels and old bits of cloth. Oh, I think they're fine, confirmed Tim. It seems like Cody's dreaming about chasing rabbits, so he's happy.
No, you dastardly demon dickling, do they have their paperwork?
Snapped the increasingly impatient imp. Oh, well, I sincerely doubt it. I mean, we never really...
No. This won't do at all. I can't very well sell you without it. You can't sell a demon for legitimate demon prices if you don't have the proper paperwork. This isn't communist Stone's realm.
An awkward silence passed in the stationary carriage. As Tim's head slowly reset to its natural position, Dom thought to himself, oh shit, did Jordan just throw some shade at Stone's realm?
And the character's name is Tim. That's just straight up.
Yes,
that's a straight up diss to Tim.
Coincidence?
The Tim Jennings.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Tim sidled up to the separator window. How about we go and get our paperwork and meet back up with you at your shop? Said Tim, raising his eyebrows more with each word.
Nice try, demon boy, but you can't pull the wool over old Thimble's eyes that easily. I've got really big eyes. I can't just let you go.
Thimble sighed, but like he was worried about it.
All right, we're taking a little detour.
With that, the goblin snapped his reins, clicked his heels, and performed a sweet drift. The cart swung wildly and began making haste down an alternate, rockier path.
A drifting wagon is just a great visual.
It's pretty sweet. You'll notice at no point in the story do I mention whether or not there are horses.
Hey, man, you got to leave a little up to the imagination here.
Yeah, there's a legitimate possibility that he's just pushing it or peddling it like Fred Flintstone. The camera drifts upwards, gazes over the forest, and reveals their new destination. The base of McBastard Mountain. The Jurassic Park theme plays, except with a groovier bass line. So it's like... Oh,
yeah.
You know, like that.
Yeah, that sounds like some big bastard shit.
It does that, like, shrinking hole from cartoons on the mountain.
Like, and
then Tim pops out of it and it's like, oh, that's all.
Stay tuned for the next part of this story.
Chapter
That's what he says.
2.
Oh
No. Another one? That's not the name of the chapter. That's not going to be good, though. Chapter 2. Tunnels, wagons, doorways, oh my.
Oh, yes.
As the secret entrance to the mountain slammed shut behind them, Thimble let out a sigh of relief, a tear of joy, and a tiny bit of pee.
I hope nobody saw we let out that little bit of pee,
blurted Thimble, showcasing a spectacular lack of volume control. What was that? Replied Tim quickly.
Oh, I was just saying, home sweet home.
stuttered Thimble, nervously. Ah, cool, no worries then.
Yes, he totally fell for it, and he doesn't know that I peed a little,
said Thimble, this time way louder than the first. Tim scooched forward and gazed through the separator window once more. In front of them sat a tunnel as large and as intimidating as any spaceship hull Tim had ever been aboard. The interior rippled with the sounds of dripping water, squeaking animals, fluttering wings, and a bit of that weird comment Thimble made about piss just like echoing over and over again.
His head still
yeah,
in its peculiar position.
Yeah. I mean, the listener can choose to believe whether he readjusted in the journey that we didn't see, or whether it's still there. That's, it's an interactive, it's a video game.
That's fun.
The cart began rolling down the rough, cavernous terrain, the bumpiness knocking over Thimble's ginseng tea infusion within seconds.
Oh, shit,
muttered Thimble.
I needed those antioxidants.
Then, after travelling but 30 feet or so through the tunnel, the ground became smooth. No longer were they navigating the winds and bumps of a natural cave formation, but instead they found themselves on a slick, man-made cobblestone road. Dom said, They were off, hurtling down the path at speeds most residents of Orkspire could never even dream of. I'm talking 5, 10, 12 miles an hour. As the wagon descended at a worrying pace, so too did Tim's optimism. He still knew nothing of where Thimble was taking them, nor what his intentions might be. What would happen to him and his friends at the end of this journey? Well, that's up to you. To vote, they all die when Thimble is revealed to be that evil principal from the first story, I forget her name, probably Claire, press 1. To vote, who cares? Life is but an illusory flicker in the eye of the giant we call eternity, and to tell ourselves otherwise is to deny the very nature of being. And to vote, they'll be just fine. Jordan doesn't have the literary chops to write a genuinely dramatic death scene, so it'll probably just be something dumb and inconsequential. Maybe they'll fight a dog or something. Press 3.
I gotta go ahead and vote here. I don't want to harm dogs, but I do want to see them fight.
You think there's going to be a dog fight? Interesting. Okay, that says a lot about you.
Well, I mean, no. I'm interested in the evil principal Claire. I mean, I
have to take a break.
Oh no,
there's a lot to process. Listeners, please submit your answers. You have to do it right now, or else I won't know by the time I finish reading the story, but just go fast and it'll change the ending.
Yeah, just you go ahead and retcon whatever your choice is as the story progresses.
If there are
just be right.
If there are no votes within like the next 5 or 10 minutes, I'm just going to make up a different ending.
Okay, let's go ahead and take a break here so we can wait for those votes to come in.
Do you want to provide some hold music?
Like that?
I was just seeing how long you'd go.
It's Mangione.
I like it, man. No criticism here.
Hey, watch an episode of Hank Hill.
Okay,
He's in a big.
I need that on a poster with you next to a propane tank with a beer in your hand.
Watch an episode of Hank Hill.
And then come back to me, honey. Oh, no, I'm thinking of Big Dog again. Excuse
Rightfully
me,
so.
Jeff.
Mangione guest starred in an episode, of King of the Hill, Bart Simpson is my favorite show, though.
What's your favorite episode of Bart?
My favorite episode of Bart.
Bart.
I got to go ahead and say the Hank Scorpio episode. It's one of my favorites.
Yeah, too scary, though.
It's scary.
Too scary. I know it's Halloween, and we're meant to be spooky, but let's just watch our language, because I think you just scared a bunch of people.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
It's not a real scorpion, don't worry. It's just like a guy.
Just a guy.
After a few minutes of riding in which no dialogue of any importance occurred, a light appeared at the end of the tunnel. But it was not the glow of the moon, nor the homely hum of an open flame. In fact, it was an artificial light. "What is this place?" Tim asked Thimble, as the light grew brighter and more light-y.
This?
Timble smirked. Timble? That's his name now. He's now Timble forever.
Well, that's what his buddies call him.
Yeah. T''able.
This?
Smirked Timble. Fuck me. Leave this in. I like this.
It will be in there.
All right, third time's the charm.
This?
Thimble smirked. Fuck yeah.
Yes.
This is the cart park.
As the neck of the tunnel opened, it revealed an expansive inner cavern, filled with thousands upon thousands of identical-looking carts. Overhead, perched like rich person stalactites, sat countless platinum chandeliers, each with a familiar ashen hue Tim knew to be electrical. At the far side of the cart park sat a humongous steel doorway, adorned with jagged engravings that matched no tongue Tim had ever encountered. Thimble parallel parked... I'm running out of breath, man. I'm running too fast.
Hey, with parallel parking is some
it's
extreme activity. I mean,
especially the car.
It'll leave you breathless.
Just reading it surprised me.
You got a little overwhelmed.
This is why I should write my own stories, not just find them.
I mean, it's got to be hard to parallel park in San Francisco with all those hills.
Yeah, and with horse-drawn carriage.
Ooh,
Holy
no
Lord.
thanks.
Thimble parallel parked his cart in the only available disabled parking space, stepped out of the vehicle and began walking briskly towards the gate, turning back only to click a set of keys at the cart. This did nothing on account of it being a cart. This is the first time Tim had been given a decent look at the goblin, a stout, pale green figure adorned in a jerkin that seemed more pockets than anything else. Old Thimble walked with surprising pace for such a small fellow.
Come along, Chrome Dome. Your friends will be fine in there,
Belted Thimble.
This labyrinth has a state-of-the-art security system, as well as a pleasant, piney fresh scent.
Tim looked over to his confoundingly comatose crewmates, beat his fist against his chest 2 times, and then threw up a backwards peace sign. Blimey, Thimble, exclaimed Tim as he caught up. I thought you were just a lowly trader. How did you afford to purchase a lair like this?
First of all, it's on a 12-month lease, so nobody technically owns it yet. And second of all, this isn't my lair. What do you mean, lowly trader?
But if this isn't your lair, then why did you bring us here? Tim inquired. Thimble halted in front of the gate and began frantically patting the many pockets of his raggedy jerkin.
Well, because... No, that's not it. Because I don't know what in the hell to do with you. Whether you're a demon or who's hiding their identification card or an interdimensional traveler you claim to be. No, that's... Where is it? I need more answers. Aha! There it is. The old goblin pulled a silver flask excitedly from his 7th inner left pocket and proceeded to take a hearty swig of that old henny. On the front, the flask was engraved with the following words. Shimmy, shimmy, ya, shimmy, yam, shimmy, yeah. Give me the mic so I can take it away. Off on a natural charge bon voyage. Yeah, from the home of the Dodger Brooklyn squad. Thimble took another sip of Hennessy from his canteen. Then he poured out a shot for his former homies, because you know he done live the thug life. So, to get some answers on what I should do with you and your little friends, I'm taking you to the smartest person I know. Thimble raised the front of his flask to an electronic scanner that sat at his head height. My employer. A loud thud was heard, and the enormous doors began to part as a bright light burst forth. Suddenly, a moment of microphone feedback, and then a voice. Do you want me to do the microphone?
Oh, no. I just... That was actually good.
And then a voice. Welcome back, Thimble. Inception noise. Drums and noise. This is in every trailer now. Trevor Chapter 3. Chapter 3. Reginald's Revelations, Reloaded. Again, I've written myself into a corner with that one.
The Reloaded's going to get you out of it.
Because you can reload endlessly, that's sort of the point.
Tim stepped inside and opened his eyes. As his robo-retinas adjusted to the new environment, he was taken aback. In front of him stood a wide foyer, adorned wall-to-wall with electrical equipment. He had entered a labyrinth of improvised technology, a mecca of wires, screens, plugs, and sparks. Finally, said an elated Tim, a USB port. I can finally recharge my augmentations and get them working. Tim quickly sprinted over to the nearest console. Whoa now, the master doesn't like us tampering with any of their magical devices, shouted Timble.
Every time.
Timble, baby. My man.
I'm sticking with it, man. Shouted Timble, dashing over to the boy.
Now, if you'll just follow me, we can... But it was too late. Tim's cybernetic enhancements were already interfacing with the console. His HTTPs were conducting maximum synergy with his DDoS mainframe, and his JavaScript XLS was almost fully CPU'd. Computers. Ah, there we go. Good as new, said Tim, as he morphed his arm into the shape of a dog, a car, and then a dog car.
I'll leave the listener's imagination up to that one.
I mean, is it... I would like to maybe ask one question about it. Is it a big dog car?
Who are you talking to?
Oh, it's got the attitude of a big dog.
It's a big dog car. Regardless of the size of the car, it's a big dog car, okay?
Gotcha.
Jeff. Suddenly, the screens turned red, and Tim was thrown back by a blast of electrokinetic energy. Whoa, I thought. He went really far, seriously. Granted, I wasn't looking at the time, but so I can't tell you exactly how far, but my buddy told me that he saw it, and it was real far. That was you, Dom. You told me about
it. Yeah, well, you weren't watching when that part was written.
It was too scary, even for Halloween. Your listeners may be thinking, not a lot of Halloween themes in this story. Kind of seems like Jordan forgot.
Well, this isn't necessarily the Halloween episode, but every episode taking place in October should at least be talking about Halloween. So it's good that we're just doing that,
Absolutely. And I mean, really, what's scarier than coming to terms with yourself?
Takes a big man and a little bit of an afraid man.
Takes a big man and a bigger dog.
Takes a big man and a big dog t-shirt.
or a big man and a little big dog t-shirt. So it accentuates his muscles.
They don't sell them in little size. They don't come too small anymore.
Is it like a minimum size for big dog t-shirts?
They do sell them in the larger sizes.
Yeah, they know their demographic.
Yes.
Then, amongst the sparking rubble and digital detritus, it stood. A giant figure, stone in skin and red in glow. As it stepped forth from the dusty shadows, Tim tripped back and landed on his aluminium glutes. Yes, aluminium, not aluminum, you bloody savages. What in the space heck is that? Shouted Tim, gesturing wildly at the monstrous figure before them. Oh, another question from Tim. That's fucking refreshing, bemoaned Thimble, shaking his head.
Timble, still got it.
The Tims. I really, again, I wrote myself into a corner having Tim and Thimble. That's really put me in a tricky spot.
You pulled it off there, but I mean, it's in the zeitgeist now. That's his nickname is Timble.
Yeah, it's Timble to his friends. Mm-hmm. Thumble to his enemies. That's canon.
That I would say so. I mean, Thumble's kind of a dull.
Yeah, I really can't imagine him bumping into any enemies. He seems pretty likable.
Yeah, he seems like a nice guy who just wants to sell demons.
Don't we all?
Who doesn't? Who isn't like doing that already? If you're in sales, you're selling demons, guys. Let's just face it.
That's my demonic pal, is our state-of-the-art security system. Reginald. And he doesn't look too happy to see you. The beast let forth an oh, bloody hell. This one's tricky. The beast let forth an earth-shattering war cry and wound a punch kind of like in Popeye. As the thunderous haymaker flew towards Tim, old Thimble looked straight at the camera and was like, oh, damn. Oh, shit. Oh, my God. I can't believe it. In my mind, it was cutting to, like, you know how, like, in reality shows they'll have little rooms where it's just the one person chatting to the camera?
Confessionals.
Yeah, confessionals, perfect. I was imagining him cutting there and going like, oh, damn, I couldn't believe it when he came out of the dust and punched him. That was crazy.
Then they cut back to the footage of him jaw wide,
looking straight at the camera. Oh, my days. Without hesitating, Tim activated his Robo-Heelys and burst into a sprint. Fans of the Robo-Heelys are freaking out right now.
Big fan of the Robo-Heelys. Of course I am.
The golem's knuckles smashed into the varnished hardwood floor where the android had stood but moments prior, bringing with it a seismic ripple that would topple even the heftiest of ginseng tea infusions. Born in the heart of a volcano, trained in the ancient way of lavarati, a.k.a. lava karate, Reginald is yet to let a single intruder through this tastefully decorated foyer, said Thimble, whilst revealing a comically large joint, roughly the size of his torso, from his 19th outer right thigh pocket.
Whoa.
Yeah, little Toby, huh?
A bit of old Toby.
Side note, his appearance in this story covers 2 of the probs, explained Thimble excitedly.
I did appreciate that.
Oh, that's convenient, replied Tim. I also used to work on a farm, bellowed the golem.
Thank you for the suggestions from the patrons.
He done did it.
Tim continued strafing around the lava-laced bouncer, using whatever evasive maneuvers he could think of to help survive the roasty, toasty melee. As he dodged another strike, Tim transformed his arm, lunged forward and struck the beast with his laser-powered pizza cutter. It did not work, however. The slash did not have any effect on the golem, but it dealt irreparable cosmetic damage to his jean shorts. Reginald shed a single tear, which immediately corroded the Art Deco flooring.
I spotted there's an ongoing theme between my stories of me describing nice interiors.
I mean, you just have high production value. That's all that means.
Right, the money's gone towards nicer rugs and nicer... Yeah, that makes sense.
It's just he doesn't spare an expense when it comes to creating a cool world to look at.
Your boy don't mess about.
The golem reeled back and released another thunderous roar, this time spewing forth a fearsome torrent of magma. Doing his best to evade the gloomy gates of space hell, Tim limboed the stream of lava, burning only his excess hair and ultimately ending up with a pretty sweet fade. Thimble casually leaned towards the flames, allowing the renegade embers to light his staff danky-stank. Old Thimble shouted to Tim from across the emberous remains of what used to be a rather nice wall-to-wall rug. You want a hit? It might help with the whole, impending doom stuff. That's it, thought Tim. That's it, said Tim. Tim urgently skated towards the goblin, pulled...
with his heelys. Just reminding people how he got
for
there.
A moment you'd forgotten. They will be available on my merch store. Okay, super quick side note. I have spent... maybe, I'd say, between 10 and 20% of my adult life looking for adult Heelys. And I
You don't sell them?
in my size. No, I've got big Kenyan feet, and nothing fits them.
You don't want to know why you're an adult. They don't sell adult sizes because as you fall over, like you fall over when you're a kid, you're kind of invincible. It doesn't matter. You fall over when you're an adult, you might die.
Yeah, that's true. It is remarkable how non-durable adults are.
Yeah, kids are fucking invulnerable.
You can throw a kid off most buildings. They'll be fine. They'll be annoyed. Go ahead and try it.
That's why they were chimney sweeps for so long.
Yeah. Oh, now this is getting spooky.
And now we brought the truth to the
Halloween
comedy.
is here.
Tim skated urgently towards the goblin, pulled a skid drift around him, second drift reference, and stole the 3-foot stick of old Toby. He locked his shoulder back, spun his forearm at a speed of 10,000 RPM, and javelined that shit right into the mouth of the golem. Reginald paused, took a hit, stared at Tim, and opened his maw. "My man," rumbled the golem, before slinking off to his chill-out room to play some Overwatch.
It's the Halloween costumes. You got to get them now.
You gotta get him. I also like that he said, "My man."
My man.
I really enjoyed that.
Yeah, he didn't defeat him with violence. He defeated him with friendship.
Well, I just like to think of it as, you may say my God in that situation, but who is his God? But man, he is a golem. Think about it.
That was
the layers.
That's
the
an
trident
interesting
layers.
Contextual conceit you found inside that story about a robot throwing a blunt into the mouth of a big rock monster.
You did this.
"Holy shit,"
Said I nearly said a thumbed Stimble.
"Holy shit," said a stunned Thimble. "That was genuinely impressive."
Well, said Tim, activating his visor sunglasses.
Nice.
I guess he just had to cool off.
"Oh my god, what a terrible laugh," said Thimble. "And that doesn't make any sense."
Well, because he had to calm down with the weed and stuff.
"You ruined it. You ruined the whole thing,"
grunted Thimble as he walked towards the final doorway.
"Let's get this sorted out then,"
He continued, once more raising his dope-ass flask to the locking mechanism.
"Here's hoping the master will know what to do with you."
The door began sinking into the ground, revealing a small study and a seated silhouette figure. Tim stepped forward, pizza cutter activated and Heelys at the ready. The figure stood and removed their hood. And that rhymed. Tim's mechanical jaw dropped. There was a pregnant pause, like third trimester levels of intensity. Finally, Tim regrouped and spoke. Just one word. "Dad?" Inception noise is back. This time it's louder and it's got a country vocal. This was a great little story. Directed by M. Night Shyamalan.
Oh, man, that was wonderful. Great job. You did a great job.
Scared. It was so spooky.
It was spooky. Our character was in danger several times. I mean, he was prisoner for most of the story.
Yeah, and not a particularly reluctant one. He seemed pretty comfortable with that.
Well, I mean, he seemed to have some kind of control over old Thimble.
Yeah, I mean, that's the English. We just accept where we are and what we're doing.
Yeah, we'll figure it out as we go along.
And actually, I mean, we said it wasn't going to be scary, but what's scarier than re-meeting your estranged father?
Yeah, and oh my man.
My man.
That's, I mean, he could say it, the android.
Inception noise. He's got a country vocal too.
I have to ask.
Yeah.
Thimble parked in a handicap spot. What was his disability?
Great question. I'll leave it up to the listener to infer whether he has a disability that's hidden or whether he was just being a dick. I know the answer.
I'm just gonna pitch this out there. Maybe this is it. Maybe it's a little shot in the dark here, but maybe he's maybe that was medicinal marijuana, and he's got bad anxiety.
Oh my goodness!
So if he's too far away from his car, he gets nervous.
That makes perfect sense. And you know what, Dom? It's canon.
It's canon,
It's
baby.
canon.
Especially this underground robot world that's in Orkspire. I'm accepting it.
Yep, and that's there's nothing you can do about it. I'm rewriting your world, and you know what? Thrawn was there, and he died.
Oh, you son of a jerk!
And he said, "I died because I was just in Stone's Realm, and Stone's Realm blew up because it sucks, and Jordan's world is cooler."
Whoa!
Come at me, Tim.
Whoa! I'm gonna see Tim tomorrow. I'm gonna tell him. I'm gonna tell old Timble.
Oh no! Don't don't get me in trouble. Alrighty, Dom. Thanks so much for visiting my strange underworld.
Yes, it was strange, bizarre, freaky. It may be even.
It was pretty spooky. And whilst I enjoyed telling a story, I'm getting a little snug, and I wouldn't mind a nice bedtime story.
Hey, well, what did you say? This one, there's no Heelys in it, so
okay.
Get yourself ready for bed.
I'll catch you later, man.
No, you don't want to.
There's no Heelys or few Heelys.
It's sponsored by Heelys.
Oh, great, sold.
Let's do it. Let's go.
Fantasy Inception noise.
I did this real cool thing just a second ago where I got another glass of wine, and I rinsed my hand because I got some wine on it. And then to dry it, I just put my hand in my pocket. That was something I did on reflex. I didn't think about
That's great.
it. Yeah. So
Did it get the full circumference of the hand, or your pockets big enough?
It is no longer wet.
That's insane. Did you grip the fabric?
No.
That's mental. Are you joking?
Slid it right in there.
What's the fabric? What are your pants made of?
I'm gonna guess H&M.
They're made of H&M. The workers.
They're Americans. It's real nice. Are you ready for my tale of golems, lava monsters, and farms?
Okay, wait 1 sec.
Yeah. You needed to get yourself psyched. You know?
Yeah, I checked with my lawyers, and it's fine.
This story is called Creature Dome. I do want to preface by saying there is no dome in this story, but I liked that. I liked that title so much, I just left it.
Are there at the very least creatures?
Let's find out. Evening in Orkspire. Cold evening. The wind blew. Cold wind. The cold wind blew right into a house and hardened the nipples of a man who was reading a book quietly. A sexy book. The man unbuttoned his pants and let the cold wind do whatever it wanted to his wiener while he returned to his sexy book. The Frigid Tits and Tip of Count Bruce. That's the title of the book.
Is that fan fiction?
No, this is a real printed book. This is in Orkspire, so it's kind of a popular one. The chilled air got the man's wiener all small. He smiled, for this was his sexual fetish, letting cold wind blow all over his forsaken foreskin to get his wiener tiny.
Oh, I'm sorry. Forsaken. That's amazing.
A safe distance away from all this wiener wind stood the modest castle of Sarcosio, the sorcerer, lightning sound effects.
Don't get me wrong, I'm very excited to see this castle, but I would listen to a full story about about that man and his experience
and his book. To the locals, the castle was known as Creature Castle, for it was famous for Sarkozio's collection of beasts, monsters that howled through the barred windows of the keep at all hours of the evening. Seldom lived near the castle, for the spookiness brought property value to horrific lows.
Oh, God, what's more Halloweeny than that?
No, nothing, actually. That's
low property values.
Low property value is something to be afraid of. Inside the castle, gargoyle braziers lit and warmed the master's chamber where Sarkozio sat in a dark red robe in a wood-carved chair. His hair was black and gray and in the style of classical composer with crazy long eyebrows.
Oh, did they link up with his hair?
Some of it did. It was starting to morph into it. It was getting that long, yeah.
You've got to groom. If there's one thing that the listeners learned from this episode is that you've got to groom.
And if you've got ones that are out of control, use a comb.
Yeah, put them down.
Put them down. A little bit of hair, Dapper Dan hair gel.
Olive oil.
Olive oil works too. Scrolls and parchments littered the long wooden table, for this was also the place where Sarkozio researched, worked, and even did some summoning. Some summoning. For now, the sorcerer sat and stared down at his untouched dinner, a sausage and some potatoes. He studied the sausage on his plate. What was once hot and charred was now cool and hard, like a coat of black armor for sausage, protecting its delicious, salty innards of 1,000 pigs trapped inside 1,000 nightmares.
Oh my Jesus Christ.
Waiting to be digested.
I gave up pork right then.
Yeah, I mean, there's got to be any hot dog's probably got 100 pigs in it. That's my guess.
Ugh, ugh. And they are alive and in hell.
Oh yeah, well they're murdered and you're basically eating haunted. If you're eating something cased in a skin, you're eating haunted meat.
Oh,
that's
great.
just a fact. Just a fact.
That's a pretty easy Halloween party. No decorations required, just some meat.
Just some spooky old meat. Some beads of sausage sweat had collected on its cursed armor of seared flesh, when finally the sorcerer let out a terrible yell and threw his plate to the ground in great frustration. "That's it! I'm going to kill him!" the sorcerer shouted. He sprung up and fetched his black and purple cloak from the rack and swung it around his shoulders and tied the strings into a pleasant bow around his neck. His mother taught him how. Down the stone spiral staircase. Nice, I mean, my mom taught me
recently,
how to tie.
When he was a child?
As a child. Down the stone spiral staircase the sorcerer went, thinking of the man who prompted all of his rage. A simple man. A stupid man. A farming man.
Oh, shit.
'Twas but a week ago when
Is he a golem?
Just wait, okay, just wait, okay? 'Twas but a week ago when Sarkozio was making his way home from the swamp where he had captured some gorples, and he was just passing by the old farm, the last landmark on his journey back to Creature Castle. The farmer was on the porch reading a farmer's almanac when he smelled the gorple's awful stench. "Ah, what smells?" the old gnome asked. He dropped the almanac to his lap and peered toward the cages. He spotted the disgusting gorples. Their skin was purple and slimy, and on their forehead rested their only eye. Yuck-oh. The gorples massaged each other with their crooked fingers, as they are known to do, making gorple sounds of pleasure. That's what it sounds like.
Don't stop.
What are you doing? What those strange things? Asked the farmer. Strange? The sorcerer shouted as he whipped a wicked stare to the gnome. These are beautiful creatures, works of art from the world, you turn-up piece of dirt. Don't call me a piece of dirt, you piece of shit.
Escalation.
The gnome replied. He grabbed his porch broom and stood ready to dust the F out of the sorcerer. Sarcosio snarled and deemed him unworthy of his time. He whipped his reins and his horses continued down the road. But the sorcerer had a sorcerer's mind, a.k.a. obsessive-compulsive disorder, and he could not let this little exchange go. Oh, no. Certainly not after thinking of it endlessly. Certainly not after thinking of it endlessly day after day since it happened. It was time to do something. The wooden doors of Creature Castle flew open as Sarcosio entered the courtyard, his cape flowing behind him. He approached the mausoleum that rested quietly in the corner. He grabbed hold of the iron handle and leaned back, slowly pulling the heavy door open. The mausoleum stunk of rotting flesh as it always did, and he walked into like 27 goddamn cobwebs.
Oh, gross.
A centipede who was trying to make it with a millipede scurried into the skull of an old pervert. Still got it, the skull seemed to whisper. The sorcerer held his nose as he approached a stone coffin in the center of the room and pulled back the lid. In a cloud of undead dust, a skeleton sat up in the coffin, donning a full set of black armor and holding an ancient sword with both hands flat against his chest. "What is my master's bidding?" said the skeleton in a deep, gritting voice of decay. "Grimtonio, I've got a job for you." The skeleton sat for a moment, then said, "What is the bidding, my master?" "Needed to kill a farmer who called me a piece of shit." "Nah, not doing that." The skeleton began to fall back into his coffin. "Oh, come on, man, you gotta do whatever I say," the sorcerer pleaded. The skeleton stopped mid-lay. "Nah, dude, I don't kill farmers. Get one of your monsters to do that scrubby shit. Get at me when you got a warrior to kill or something." The coffin...
Damn, that guy's got some self-respect.
The coffin lid closed on its own. "I'm fucking devastating. Don't waste my time on some farmer," the skeleton added. Down more spiral steps the sorcerer went, returning to his castle in a bit of a fluster, having been denied by Grimtonio like that. He's supposed to be his go-to guy, but Sarcosio did see his point of reserving him for situations that require a level of expertise, but man, did he want this farmer to have his ass kicked in so hard he shits himself out. Sarcosio entered a hall of jail cells, creatures and monsters living behind each barred door. The sorcerer stopped outside of the boglin cell. A boglin picked his nose and ate it. "My nasty boggy boys," the sorcerer said. But you guys don't have any legs." The sorcerer continued down the hall.
Oh, well, okay.
Yeah, they don't have legs.
Well, game over for them, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, they're just boglins. I mean, it's...
This doesn't seem like a very equal opportunities environment.
Well, I mean, if you're going to send somebody to kill somebody or beat them up, you want to make sure that they can, like, get away afterward.
I guess maybe if a sailor called him a piece of shit, they could maybe swim.
Boglins, yeah, boglins might be good in that situation, for sure. You know, it depends on the situation. Farm, not a lot of water going on, so. He stopped outside a cell with a floating black executioner's hood swaying back and forth with excitement inside. The haunted hood? Sarcosio asked himself. "Somebody put me on!" the hood shouted. "Somebody stop me!"
That hood's really aware of pop culture of the 90s.
Yeah, well, I just want to go ahead and say that's the second mask reference on this show. Too unwieldy, Sarcosio concluded, and continued down the hall. He soon passed the jail cell of a dwarf with deep red unkempt hair. He gazed at the great collector with murderous spite. "Grizzle Cutnut, the murderer," said Sarcosio when the dwarf lunged at the bars. "I'll kill you or someone you tell me to kill. Let me out of here." The dwarf barked as foam collected at the sides of his mouth. He was mad, but the sorcerer did not flinch. No, he was too stunned by the sheer horror of man, for before him stood the monster that any one of us could become, an unbathed maniac. He looked into his murder eyes and saw murder axes twirling with unbridled fury.
Clockwise?
Yes, clockwise. Clockwise!
Oh, the evilest direction.
Well, no, actually, counterclockwise is probably eviler.
That means something different in the UK. It's the other way around.
Oh.
Yeah, a lot of people don't know that, even most of the English.
Interesting. The sorcerer raised his palm to the dwarf. Deep sleep, he said, and the dwarf collapsed into a heap of sleep. He dreamed and softly punched at the air. It was almost kind of cute.
What did you say? Heap of sleep?
He collapsed in a heap of sleep.
That's great. That's what I want to be every night.
That's my favorite thing of all of magic is hypnotism, when they go deep sleep. And the people just go, ugh.
Yeah, I've had enough of you.
Yeah, deep sleep. I just wish I could deep sleep some people. The sorcerer reached the end of the hall and looked at the huge cell that took up the entire wall. The creature inside moved about in the shadows, having sensed the presence of Sarkozio. When the creature lunged forward, its beak bit at the bars as its red comb on the top of its head flapped back and forth with fury. Part lizard, part chicken, all crazy. Mr. Pex the cockatrice? Sarkozio asked himself. The lizard bird turned its head and eyed the sorcerer wildly. Too crazy, the sorcerer concluded. The beast crowed something wicked. What the hell am I ever going to set this thing loose on? The sorcerer contemplated aloud. I'd be mad to ever open that gate. The beast waddled around in its cell and shattered shit egg. Oh, God, why do I even have it? The collector in me, I suppose. The sorcerer reached into his pocket and tossed some feed on the ground and moved on. Because he always carries feed on him, why not?
Yeah, it's that obsessive compulsive mindset.
Yeah, you're never going to know when you're going to need some seed, so just carry it around with you forever. Down more steps the sorcerer of some notoriety went as he made his way to the laboratory. Some notoriety. He's making his way. It's a modest castle.
That was a kind of a backhanded zinger.
A little bit, maybe. I mean, it's just truthful. Flames heated potions and beakers, which filled the ceiling with shades of green and purple. The shelves were filled with old vials, quick poisons, slow poisons, food poisonings, potions that make you think you are a frog.
Oh, shit.
Any of these would do. But no! Sarkozio wanted a monster from his collection of nefarious nightmares and freaky weirdos. He eyed the cage. I like that. He eyed the cage of the unthinkable Turkin, a hybrid creature of his own creation using parts turkey sausage, parts pork sausage, a dog's tail, a cat's tail, a fish tail starring Will Smith fish, two guns. The thing cried. Sarkozio swore he would never get high and create hybrids ever again. I mean, it seems like a fun idea. High hybrids. Hybrids, don't do it. Do not do it. You're going to give life to something that lives in pain forever.
Easy, so marketable.
Over in the orange glowing part of the room, a black stone bowl sat on a pedestal. A small pool of molten lava moved about inside. Molten Joe, said Sarkozio as he peered into the bowl. No response.
Ooh.
Molten Joe? The sorcerer looked closer and noticed a face with X's for eyes floating about in the lava. Molten Joe, did you die of old age? No response. The X's for eyes confirmed it. Molten Joe was fucking dead. Tss, 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 went the sorcerer's tears as they dropped into the hot bowl of regular lava. Molten Joe had gotten Sarkozio through a bad breakup recently, and well, maybe it's a story for a different time, but let's just say they were more than just friends. They were molten friends. The old man wiped away his tears and went down into the sewers, where there was no time to cry. That old farmer has got to die. Sarkozio was careful with each step on the stone staircase that was wet with sewer dew. This was truly a dank place filled with a green hue. Torches attached to the walls made it all hot and stinky. The sorcerer approached the ledge of the foul sewer water. Out of the murky drink peeked the head of a large piranha. It moved towards Sarkozio, and as it did, out of the water connected to the head came the shoulders and chest of a young boy. "Piranha boy, you want to kill someone?" Sarkozio asked with a degree of honor. "Anything for father," said Piranha boy as he climbed the iron ladder and sat next to Sarkozio at the ledge. His eyes were wide and red, and he wore a pair of blue swimming trunks. "I told you to stop calling me that, Piranha boy. I'm not your dad." "But you raised me. Tell me how to be a boy," the fish boy said. His bottom jaw flapped like that of a puppet as he spoke. "I bought you in a jar from an old bog witch, and all I tell you is to not call me Dad." Piranha boy stood and faced the sorcerer. "Father," he spoke, "I want to go to the park one day. Play with other boys and their fathers." The fish boy stared at the old man. Father-son music began to play. "Ah, damn it," Sarkozio said as he reached into his cloak and withdrew something that crinkled. Here, just take this piece of crappy candy and forget that I ever came down here, all right?" "A reward," Piranha boy tossed the mint wrapper and all into his weird mouth. "A reward for being a good son.
Oh,
thank you,
goodness.
Father." Frustrated and fed up, the sorcerer returned to his chambers, where his old cold sausage and potatoes collected dust. It was just regular dust. "Flarn it!" he shouted as he smacked his hands down against the stone sill of a large open window. Out it he could see the farmer's farm, where he was called a piece of shit. This pissed him off even more. "Someone to be spearing, sir?" A voice gritted behind the sorcerer. "Ah, Spearmiento! The spear golem, yes!" The sorcerer turned around and found the golem directly behind him, towering at 7 feet tall, and a spear in each hand. Its clay skin was brown and masterfully crafted by the hand of the sorcerer. In his arms and shoulders were absolutely delicious, as the golem's sole function was to throw spears. Hard.
Nice.
Really hard. He did have way too many abs, though. Sarkozio kind of got carried away with that part. "I need you to kill me, a guy who lives right there. See?" Sarkozio put his arm around the massive golem and pointed to the farm. "He called me a piece of shit, and now he's gotta die." "Stand back," the golem commanded. The sorcerer got to a safe distance as the golem raised both arms, cocked them back, and the spear soared across the Orkspyrian sky, connecting with the farm in a perfect arching shot. Boom! The old farm exploded.
Oh,
What?
From just a javelin?
What the fuck? Said the old farmer as he walked up to his exploded farm. Ah, damn it, he wasn't even inside. Oh, my farm. My farm. The farmer began to cry really loud. "Ah, now I just feel bad," Sarkozio said. He sighed. "I guess I may have gotten carried away with this whole thing." "My rags was in there," the farmer muttered as he cried into his palms. "My wife rags." "Ah, jeez." The sorcerer scratched the back of his head as he wandered over to his chair and sat. He grabbed the cold sausage with his bare hand and bit off a piece. A slimy purple gorple slithered up the chair and began to massage his shoulders. He chewed the sausage. "What the hell is a wife rag?" he asked the golem. Spearmiento shrugged his giant shoulders. "Oh, whatever. I'll just send one of the gorples to give him a massage." The end.
Oh, and a nice resolution.
Yeah, he blew up a man's house and then he gave him a free massage from
Honestly,
a slimy cyclopean.
For a free massage, I would lose my house.
Really? You
Yeah,
would?
I would lose my farm for a free massage. Are you kidding me?
You don't have a farm, though, so I don't know if you can really speak on that.
I don't have a farm, nor do I have shoulders, so the massage itself would be kind of challenging.
Yeah, you are just a head on a neck connected to legs, right?
I am mostly corporeal. Dominic, that was a fantastic story.
Oh, thank you.
I mean, I'm sure your listeners heard me laughing just so hard. I giggled really embarrassingly. But I did spot that we both had javelining in our story.
Yeah, people really threw a joint and some spears.
Yeah, with a very, similar process. It was the locking of the shoulders and then the throwing of the object. It was very similar.
It was exciting, I'll say.
It's crazy. We should really tip the writers who make these for us.
Yeah. I mean, good on them, unless they copied this from the goddamn internet. Maybe that's what happened. Maybe that's why they both had this same thing in it.
From the online? Oh, man.
Man.
Dang.
Did you DDoS attack?
Oh, I DDoSed the CRM.
DDoSed?
On how many JavaScripts?
2.
Oh, today?
Yes.
Dangerous. I have a follow-up question for the story. How many abs did the spear golem have?
Oh, 17. It was
17?
an odd number, and they are not symmetrical.
Not even?
No. I mean, he's not an artist. They were delicious arms and shoulders, but, I mean, he's not an artist. He's a summoner of creatures and such, so.
I feel like he put his resources into the parts that mattered.
Yes. The parts of the story that were most important.
No criticism there. Speaking of parts of the story that mattered, good lord, Piranha Boy really hit me in a special place.
Piranha Boy is, who hasn't had to deal with Piranha Boy in their life? In some shape or form. You know what I mean.
Yeah, you will sometimes refer to me as your father, and I'll raise that as an issue, and it doesn't stop you. You'll say it again, but it is interesting.
And you do give me hard candy as a thing to calm me down.
Yeah, and you would misinterpret that as me offering to be your father to a greater extent. That was genuinely heart-wrenching.
Yeah, well, I mean, as long as all I ask for my father is to stop by and give me some hard candy every now and then. Butterscotch, please.
On the year.
Do you have a favorite hard candy, Jordan?
Hard candy?
Yeah, I'm talking old, Great Depression candy.
Okay. Got a hot English reference for you. Do you have Werther's Originals?
Oh, yes, we do. That's one of my favorites. Yeah.
Wow. I thought I was special.
Nah, they got them at 99-cent only. They are quite good.
No, Werther's is something special because I'm still not sure to this day what they're made of. I think it might just be pure nectar.
Yeah, I think so. Are you a fan? You a big fan then? Yeah, that's your
I
favorite
will,
one?
I'll go out eating those.
I'll go to the mat for Werther's Originals. I get called an old man because I like Werther's.
Dude, come on. We live in the 21st century. Hipsters are cool now. Mm-hmm. We can eat alternative candies and be strange, and people love it.
I like a after dinner mint.
Oh, like an after 8?
No, like a after dinner mint, like those chalky mints that you get sometimes.
Oh, like in a Mexican restaurant, the ones that are stripy and wrapped up.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yes, it's like that, but they're usually pink, pastel pink, green, yellow, and white.
Dude, we are just two ships passing in the night on the candy subject.
Yeah. Hey, man, I could talk candy all day. Okay. You want to talk candy? Stop by my other podcast, Candy Cast.
Oh, yeah, that's iTunes tried to shut it down, right?
Yeah, they shut it down because it's pretty. I mean, it's pretty perverse, but it's good. Yeah, it's good. I mean, we get down to candy.
It's weirdly racially charged, considering that it's it's just you. You don't have any guests. You say we.
Yeah, I should just own it.
It's you. You record it on a very old phone. I don't know where you got that.
The Great Depression.
That's very old. Oh my goodness.
Jordan, thank you so much for coming on. Thank you so much for another incredible tale. I know he's not the main character, but I'm going to go ahead and say, and I know this isn't his name, but I'm going to go ahead and say an incredible tale featuring Timble, my old boy.
Timble.
Old boy.
In my mind, Timble, a.k.a. Thimble, a.k.a. Old Thimble, a.k.a. Old Timble,
a.k.a. my old boy.
a.k.a. Old Toby, is sort of the... he's the main character of the series in the way that Tony Stark is the protagonist of the Avengers universe. So whenever Thimble turns up, it's sort of just like a connective tissue between the different stories. So
I gotta go ahead and question you on that. Tony Stark is the main character of the Avengers?
yeah, come on now.
Of all of the Avengers, you
Oh,
think?
come on now,
No
Dominic.
way, no. You don't live in America.
He flies the dang bomb out of the city.
Oh, yeah, sure, for certain. But
And
I'm saying,
everybody's
like, when
hey,
you grow...
thanks, Tony.
When you grow up in America, you get taught one thing. Captain America is a nice guy, and he's the leader of the Avengers, for certain.
True.
Because America is number one, and a robot's going to help him. Tony Stark?
That's the original name of the next Avengers movie, right?
Yes.
It's going to be Avengers Infinity War, but instead it's Avengers, Captain America's number one, and also some help, maybe?
Maybe from my robot friend,
2 question marks.
who's a party animal.
Oh, he's crazy. You gotta meet him.
I went ahead and went and saw Shin Godzilla.
Oh.
Or Godzilla Resurgence. It's a Japanese film, obviously.
Sure.
It's a new Godzilla film. I hated it. I thought
really?
It's such a bad movie for bad movie reasons. Like, I would say 60% of the film is a close-up of someone's face in a boardroom meeting.
Oh, it's just poorly made. It's poorly produced.
Just storytelling-wise, it's just not, like, we just don't see enough of things happening.
Right.
It's a lot of people talking about exposition. But, so, seeing that, I thought about all the movies I really disliked that I saw recently here in America, in these big blockbuster movies like Age of Ultron, and I said, you know what, man? Age of Ultron's going to get an old pass from me after seeing some bad foreign film, because Shin Godzilla, for me, was torture to watch that movie. It was so boring. Age of Ultron has a lot of stuff happening in it, at least, and at least I could follow the story and have a fun time.
Well, they are basically the same movie.
They are Shin Godzilla, Avengers, Age of Ultron. They clearly borrow a lot from each other, but I'm not going to tell you what.
Yeah, I mean, I believe they got the idea from Godzilla based on James Spader in Secretary.
Yes.
Yeah, he was threatening in that, so they made him very threatening in Godzilla.
You know what movie I saw? You don't know.
I don't. I'm going to guess.
I'm going to pose it as a question. What movie I saw with James Spader earlier this year? It was the first time that I went to the movies by myself.
Ever? Oh, Dominic, you're missing out.
Well, I go all the time now. It's honestly, if you have never been to the movies by yourself and you're like, I'm not going to see this movie because I have no one to go with, go to the movies by yourself. It's the greatest experience.
It's kind of a game changer. It's weird that it's not the cultural norm, because there's nothing about going with people that makes movies better, yet going by yourself makes it so much better than going with people. If you're not going to a comedy or something where it needs to be kind of collaborative, go and see a thriller or a docudrama or something like that by yourself at a matinee time. Whew, game changer.
Well, that's what I saw. I went and saw a double feature of Bedroom Window and Bad Influence. Bad Influence was a movie starring James Spader and Rob Lowe.
Oh,
and as if I would describe it as a very Cinemax movie, but yeah, it was a great time. Going to the movies alone, absolutely do it, folks.
So, what lessons have we learned today? Lesson 1: go to the movie alone.
Lesson 2: if you pee a little in your pants, do not talk about it, because who knows who could hear it, especially if you don't know the volume of your own voice.
Lesson 3: you are responsible for any creature that you purchase, and you're now technically their dad.
True, very true. And lesson 4: Heelys. Maybe it's time for an investment.
Oh boy, here it comes.
Adult Heelys.
Heelys.
My dad died on his adult Heelys. That's going to be a story on Dateline or 2020 or whatever.
That's how I want to go.
Yeah?
Yeah. Heelys straight off the Niagara Falls.
Oh, that's good. Or, I don't know if you could do it off Niagara Falls.
Dom, you couldn't do it off Niagara Falls.
Oh.
This guy, this cat,
could do it off Niagara Falls.
could
Fucking
try.
A, dude. Wow. Jordan, you work at Patreon.
And I challenge you to prove otherwise.
You can't, because he's on the website.
Yeah, I'm on the thing, and I'm smiling.
Yes, and he's got a nice smile, guys. So go check it out. Go to patreon.com. Google search patreon.com Jordan Cope smile. You're going to get a good image, probably. But if you want to support the show, you can do so by visiting patreon.com/TFTTpod. I do a weekly game stream. I usually do it on Saturdays, early afternoon PST, and I've been playing some Slain, but I'm about to get into, it's an indie game. I don't know if you've heard of it. It's pretty fun. But I'm about to get into some Gauntlet. Have you played the new Gauntlet?
Boy.
That's probably the best part of the episode. It's wonderful.
We both have nosebleeds.
Yeah, I don't know why, but I feel good now.
Oh, dang. Dominic, I sure feel like pledging to your page.
Oh, you could by visiting the page. I think you do pledge, actually. I believe your name will be in the credits at the end of the show, because if you donate $3 or more, guys, you're going to get your name in the credits at the end of the show, because I'm going to say your name, and I won't even say your name if you don't want me to say your name. I'll say something else. I'll say just a cool name that you came up with. What? Like Joe Flapjack. If you're on a budget and you can't be spending money right now, a great way to support the show is by leaving an iTunes review. And I have one right here that I will read. It's titled "You Have the Touch / You Have the Power," which I believe it's a song by Stan Bush, and it goes, "This show is so good it made me able to beat Castlevania 3 after listening. Be somebody and listen. If you can beat Castlevania 3, US version, you are gifted."
Yeah, at all, regardless of podcast. But it sounds like now, Dom, I've heard some rumors. I'd like you to confirm. One, I've heard that if you listen to the podcast, you gain the ability to beat any video game of your choice. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. Rumor 2, it will dramatically increase your sex appeal.
Yes.
That's crazy, because I'm beautiful now, and it's because I listened to just a few seconds of an episode
of Tales from the Tavern.
Yeah.
Yes.
Crazy. So,
all these things.
I think what you're suggesting is, if there's anybody listening to the show who has a friend who doesn't listen to the show,
they could maybe tell their friend about it, and then maybe they could all get laid.
Yeah. You could kiss someone.
On the lips.
As long as they're on board with it.
Oh, yeah, of course. I mean, no one in the right mind would just start kissing women.
Satire.
The election. Okay. Jordan, thank you so much for coming on. We'll have you on again real soon. And how does old Thimble say goodbye to somebody? That's what I want to hear.
Oof. Depends on the setting. Is this a formal environment, or is this more of a cash hangout?
This is a Halloween party.
Halloween party?
It's gotten late. Most people have said goodbye. The Thimble has hung out in his costume, but he's about to leave, and he turns.
Thimble stayed
a
little bit too late.
Not the latest, but he stayed late.
Yeah, the music's off, but he's just sort of hanging around.
Yeah, now he's saying goodbye to the host.
Okay. All right, let me get into my role. Theater.
See ya.
Wonderful. See ya.
See ya.
Theme music was provided by Ian Bennett. You can check out more of his work at ianbennettmusic.com. interstitial, and end themes were created by Toursland. You can listen to more of his work at soundcloud.com/Toursland. Podcast artwork was provided by Ryan Jampol. And I'd like to say thank you to the following Patreon supporters who help make this show possible. Thank you, Joachim Sandberg, Asim Zaman, Taylor Dirks, Jess Cuby, Jackson Bowden, The Jive Turkey, Robert Moon, Alan M.K. Jenkins, Fred Atkins, Bryce Poulin, Evan Bauer. Thank you, Richard Williams, Nicholas Hall, Matt Cross, Zhang Keefe, Jesse Battolino. Thank you, Thomas Hardacker, Timothy Johnson, Joey Ganavichev. Thank you, Paul Walker, Evan Stone, Macho Muffin, Randy Savage. Thank you, Michael Vasatka, Justin Weiss, Axel Rock, Ethan Obema, William Fortin, John Luke, J.T. Radzai, Jeff Warbrick, Michael Hassall, Joe Scott. Thank you, Cody Cloninger, David Sandoval, Tim Jennings, Brock Mizukow. Thank you, Jonas Blotterman, Hannah Diaz, Benjamin. Thank you, Brian Wood, Jacob Livingston, Johnny Sousa, Derek Dalton, Aubrey Sitterson, Andre Villanueva, Mark Argiglio, Big Stank McBlue Jeans, David Gray, David Lee, Wade Norcross, Russell Kasberg. Thank you, Ryan Kolka, Peter Wyzorek, Zach Hughesman, Jonathan Carville, Daniel Medavere. Thank you, Nathan Waller, Robert Codd, Jordan Cope, Kirby Taylor, Joseph Dukes, David Hugh Tailing. Thank you, Joseph Richard Toyohama, Luke Noodles, Seb Batista, Dustin Dizzlerod. Thank you, Pat, Timothy Matt Scully, Ty McMillan, Alex, Brian DeLeon. Thank you, Eric Chapp, Dan Archer, David Watts. Thank you, TJ Denzer, Ben E., Nicholas Cole, Brian Shelbourne, Ben Smith, Connor Stewart, Hollis Hornbeak, Josh Shumnay. Thank you, Todd Bryanton, Matt Branton, Nicholas Riley, Clay McCartney, Yanni Markovina, Peter Eng, Brad Davis, James Archibald, David Wacott, Jason. Thank you, Teresa Steele, Cal Woods Butterman, Dylan McCann, Balby Radical, and thank you, Cal Woods Butterman. Thank you all. If you would like to become a patron, you can do so by visiting patreon.com/TFTTpod.